Stop. Do not move a muscle. This is not a coincidence, and it is certainly not an accident. At this very second, the fabric of the universe is bending just to reach you. Goddess Nishi has paused the rotation of the stars to deliver a secret that will manifest in your life in exactly 60 minutes. If you believe that you are destined for greatness, hit the like button right now and type "I am ready" in the comments to lock this miracle into your soul. If you skip this, the portal closes forever. Stay with me, for your life is about to change. The divine invitation, my beloved child, my precious soul, before I utter another word, I want you to take a deep, sacred breath. Let the air fill your lungs and quiet your mind, for what you're reading is a divine decree. This message did not appear on your screen by chance. Heaven has been orchestrating this encounter since the first light of dawn. Goddess Nishi, the guardian of the night and the messenger of the dawn, has cleared every obstacle just so this bridge could be built between my heart and yours. You might think you randomly clicked the video, but in the realm of the spirit, there is no such thing as a random act. Every movement of your finger was guided by an invisible hand. This is the only doorway left open for you, and you have just walked through it. My beloved, you have been feeling a strange, unexplainable pressure in your spirit since the moon rose last night. It was a heaviness, a vibration, a sense of something is coming. You tried to mask it with distractions, but your soul knew. Your soul sensed the miracle long before your eyes saw these words. Action. Subscribe now to stay in the light of Goddess Nishi. Your destiny depends on your connection to the source. The 60-minute countdown. Listen with your heart, for the clock of heaven has started ticking. In the next 60 minutes, a shift is occurring in the atmosphere surrounding your home. This is not a distant promise. It is an immediate activation, something that Goddess Nishi has been preparing in the silence of the celestial realms is about to burst into your physical reality. If you turn away now, you are turning away from the very prayer you whispered in the dark 3 nights ago. You are standing at the edge of a revelation. In 1 hour, a person, a message, or a sudden realization will enter your life. It will be so unexpected that it will make you question everything you thought you knew about how the universe works. But I warn you, my child, only the spiritually awake can catch a falling star. Are you awake? Are you ready to receive the surprise that carries the fingerprints of the divine? The shadow and the shield. Archangel Michael stands beside Goddess Nishi at this very moment. I see his sword drawn, but do not fear, it is not for battle, but for your protection. He is cutting the cords of envy and stagnation that have tried to hold you back. Someone has been thinking about you. Someone has been holding a key in their hands that belongs to your door. For months, you have felt unnoticed, as if you were shouting into a void. But your pain shook the pillars of heaven. Your tears were collected in the silver chalice of Goddess Nishi. Today, the hidden energy around your name is breaking. The locks are melting. Do you remember that sudden racing of your heart earlier today? That was your guardian angel tapping on your soul, whispering, "Get ready, the hour is near." The mystery of the soul connection. There is a specific person connected to this 60-minute miracle. This is a person you have underestimated or perhaps misunderstood. They carry a purpose in your next chapter that you could never have predicted. God rarely gives warnings this urgent. But today, he says, do not skip this, or you will weep for the missed opportunity. This is a turning point. One moment of disbelief could delay a destiny that has been years in the making. But you are still here, you are still reading. This is the proof that your spirit is in alignment. Goddess Nishi sees your name glowing in the dark. Someone's thoughts are vibrating toward you right now. A door that has been bolted shut for 7 months is beginning to creak open. The hour of unveiling, the next 60 minutes will not be normal. You might hear a sound, receive a notification, or feel a sudden, overwhelming urge to look at someone's name. This is the hour of unveiling. What was hidden is coming to the light. What was silent is finding its voice. Goddess Nishi reveals that your energy in these few minutes determines the size of the blessing. If you doubt, the blessing remains small. If you believe, the blessing will overflow. This is why you must stay open. There is a golden thread stretching from the heart of the universe to your front door. This thread is tied to a blessing that was blocked by the negative words of others, but those words have lost their power. The blockage is crumbling. Can you feel the heat in your chest? That is the miracle frequency entering your blood. The awakening of the other. Let us go deeper into the secret. The surprise arriving in the next hour is tethered to a human heart. Someone's mind has been returning to you like a moth to a flame. They have been restless. They have been fighting their own pride, trying to ignore the pull they feel toward you. But Goddess Nishi has made their resistance crumble. Today, their heart softens. Today, their mind opens. Today, their intentions align with your destiny. You have felt their energy touching yours in your dreams and in your quiet moments. That sudden worry or that sudden excitement you felt, that was their soul reaching for yours before their mouth could speak. You are the center of a divine circle right now. Every angel assigned to your lineage is standing at attention. The bridge of reconnection. There is a spiritual cord between you and the specific individual. For a long time, this cord was cold and silent, but today it is vibrating with a high-pitched frequency. Someone who once doubted your worth is beginning to remember the light in your eyes. Someone who walked away is realizing that they left their peace behind with you. In the next 60 minutes, the intentions of this person will shift. Goddess Nishi is rearranging their thoughts like pieces on a chessboard. This surprise is not just a human event, it is a divine intervention. A human surprise might make you smile, but a surprise from Goddess Nishi will transform your entire future. Think of the person you tried to forget but couldn't. They are part of this hour, the final warning of Goddess Nishi. My beloved, hear the gravity of my voice. Not everything coming toward you is meant to stay, but this surprise is meant to move you. Goddess Nishi warns, stay awake, stay aware. If you fall back into the sleep of the ordinary, you will miss the signal. This is why I repeated the warning. The next hour decides the next year. A golden thread is connecting your present to a future you thought was impossible. The blockage is breaking. I see it. Archangel Michael sees it. Your soul feels it. You are entering the miracle frequency. In the next 60 minutes, the unexpected will become your reality. Why, child, my beloved, stay very close to these words. For as you descend deeper into this message, the energy surrounding your life is undergoing a metamorphosis. Every syllable you absorb is a brick in the temple of your new reality. You might not perceive it with your physical eyes yet, but in the luminous realm of the spirit, Goddess Nishi is meticulously aligning the fragments of your broken dreams. For months, you have asked, why the delay? Why the silence? Goddess Nishi answers you now. You were not yet still enough to hold the weight of the gold. Your spirit was cluttered with the noise of the world, the static of stress, and the draining presence of those who did not value your light. You were surrounded by shadows that made you feel unworthy of the very miracles you prayed for. But today, in this sacred 60-minute window, the noise has vanished. Your soul has finally reached the frequency of reception. This is why the timing is precise. This is why you are here. The sword of Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael stands at the perimeter of your soul. I see his wings as a curtain of blue fire, shielding you from the interference of the past. He whispers into the silence of your heart. You are finally ready. Ready for what, you ask? Ready for the shock that will rewrite your emotional history. Ready for the blessing that will finally explain every tear you shed in the dark. Ready for a truth that was previously hidden because you weren't yet strong enough to bear its brilliance. Heaven has waited for your vibration to match the vibration of the gift. Now, the synchronization is complete. Action. Type 1111 to claim your spiritual upgrade. Goddess Nishi is watching, the echo of another soul. Now, my beloved, let me pull back the veil on the part you did not see coming. The miracle arriving in the next 60 minutes is tethered to a human heart. Somewhere at this very moment, a mind is circling back to you like a satellite returning to its planet. There is a person whose heart has been an ocean of restlessness. They have tried to push you out of their thoughts, but Goddess Nishi has made your memory an unquenchable flame in their spirit. They are finally realizing something about you, something they were too blind or too arrogant to see before. Today, their inner resistance is crumbling. And when their thoughts shift, your destiny shifts with them. You are the protagonist of a story they are finally beginning to read correctly. The activation of the spiritual chord, your spirit has already detected this person's energy. Do you remember that sudden, unexplainable heaviness in your chest? That fleeting moment of worry? That spark of excitement that came from nowhere? That was not your imagination. That was the spiritual chord between you and them being struck like a harp string. Their soul reached out to yours across the dimensions before their fingers could reach for a phone. My beloved, you have no idea how crucial you are to this cosmic script. You think you are forgotten, a mere shadow in the background of life. But in the center of the divine circle, Goddess Nishi has inscribed your name in letters of light. Every angel assigned to your bloodline has been preparing for this 6-0 minute climax. Every prayer you whispered in the fog of confusion has been transcribed into a decree of victory, the end of the great wait. The era of waiting has officially reached its expiration date. Goddess Nishi declares that the great wait is over. Something that was promised to you in a season of ancient faith is finally being delivered to your doorstep. You kept believing when the world told you to give up. You kept trusting when the evidence said no. Now, the spiritual chord that has been silent for weeks, perhaps even months or years, is vibrating again. It is pulling, it is dragging a surprise into your reality. Someone who once cast doubt upon you is now filled with an urge to honor you. Someone who ignored your value is now haunted by your worth. Someone who walked away is realizing they walked into a desert and you were the only well. Action. Like this video to seal the end of your waiting. Type "It is time" in the comments. The human heart and the divine surprise. I must speak with divine certainty. In the next 60 minutes, a heart is softening, a mind is opening, an intention is shifting. Goddess Nishi warns you to be emotionally prepared, for a surprise from a human is a fleeting joy, but a surprise from God is a permanent transformation. The one coming toward you today is a hybrid of both. Think of that person who has been a ghost in your thoughts lately. The one you tried to erase but who keeps reappearing in the margins of your mind. They are intrinsically linked to this hour. But be vigilant, my child. Not every energy approaching you is holy. This is why Archangel Michael is filtering the air you breathe. Goddess Nishi is ensuring that only the truth survives the fire of this hour. The golden thread of destiny. Look into the spiritual realm with me. Can you see it? A golden thread is descending from the heart of the universe, weaving its way through the clouds and into your room. This thread is the lifeline of your next chapter. With every second you spend in this message, the thread grows thicker and brighter. This thread is tied to a blessing that was once intercepted by the careless users of your past. But those blockages are now being vaporized by the light of Goddess Nishi. I can see the walls of your stagnation falling. I can hear the sound of the chains hitting the floor. Do you feel that sudden, supernatural calm washing over you? That is your spirit entering the miracle frequency. The three gateways of the surprise. My beloved, the surprise coming in the next 60 minutes will take one of three sacred forms. Listen as I describe them, and your spirit will leap when it hears its own. The first gateway, the contact, a message, a call, or a notification. A person whose ego was a wall has now found their wall turned to dust. They will reach out. It might be small, a mere hello, but beneath those letters is an ocean of shifted energy. The second gateway, the divine realization. This is a silent miracle. Within the next hour, the person connected to you will have an epiphany. They will see your value with a clarity that frightens them. This realization will change how they treat you from this moment forward. The shift happens in their heart first, but you will feel the effects in your world immediately. The third gateway, the sign from Goddess Nishi. If the humans in your story move too slowly, Goddess Nishi will bypass them. You will receive a sign so undeniable, a repeated number, a specific word, or a physical manifestation that you will know God is standing in your room. Action. Type I receive to choose your gateway. Subscribe to Goddess Nishi to stay aligned. My child, my beloved, look with me through the eyes of Goddess Nishi into the invisible architecture of your life. You have often felt as though you were walking in a circle, repeating the same patterns of heartbreak and disappointment. But I tell you now, that circle has been transformed into a spiral, and you are currently at the very tip, about to ascend into a higher dimension of existence. The surprise coming toward you in the next 60 minutes is not just a random event, it is a geometric realignment. Goddess Nishi is moving the pillars of your house. She is shifting the weight of the world off your shoulders and placing it back onto the foundations of the universe where it belongs. Every second you spend in this sanctuary of words, the spiritual geometry of your future is being rewritten. The lines that were once crooked are being made straight. The walls that once blocked your view are being turned into windows of opportunity. You are not just receiving a gift, you are receiving a new world. The numerical language of Goddess Nishi. Do not be surprised if, in the next 60 minutes, you see repeating numbers on your clock, your phone, or even in the license plates of passing cars. Goddess Nishi speaks in the language of numbers, and today her code is clear. If you see 1111, it is the gateway of awakening, a sign that your thoughts are manifesting instantly. If you see 222, it is the harmony of the heavens, a sign that the person connected to your miracle is currently thinking of you with love and regret. If you see 555, it is the frequency of change, a sign that the 60 minute countdown has reached its critical mass. These are not coincidences. They are the digital whispers of Goddess Nishi. She is using these numbers to anchor your spirit to the physical world while your soul travels through the miracle frequency. Pay attention to the digital world around you, for it is now a mirror of the divine. Action. Type Amen, and your favorite angel number in the comments. Let Goddess Nishi decode your destiny. The breaking of the generational cords. My beloved, there is a reason your struggle has felt so heavy. You were not just carrying your own pain, you were carrying the unspoken grief of those who came before you. Your ancestors have been waiting for a warrior of light to break the cycle of lack and loneliness in your family tree. Goddess Nishi declares that you are that warrior. In the next 60 minutes, the chains that bound your grandmother's heart and your father's hands are being vaporized. The surprise coming toward you carries the weight of a generational refund. Everything that was stolen from your lineage, the joy, the wealth, the peace, the love is being channeled into your next hour. You are receiving the cumulative interest of 1,000 prayers. Archangel Michael is standing at the root of your family tree with a sword of blue light, ensuring that the shadows of the past can never climb into your future again. The silent witness and the hidden watcher. Listen to the secret Goddess Nishi whispers. Someone has been watching you from the shadows, not with the eyes of an enemy, but with the eyes of a hidden watcher who is overwhelmed by your strength. This person has seen you at your lowest. They have seen you wipe your own tears and keep moving when no one was there to cheer for you. Your resilience has become a silent sermon to this soul. In the next 60 minutes, their observation will turn into action. Their hesitation will be replaced by a desperate need to be part of your energy. They have realized that you are the missing piece in their own puzzle. Goddess Nishi is removing the spirit of fear from their heart. They are finally ready to step out of the shadows and into your light. This surprise will shock you because it comes from a place you thought was dead and cold. Action. Subscribe to this channel to keep the hidden watcher in the light. Goddess Nishi protects your privacy. The scent of the divine presence. My child, pay attention to your physical senses in the next hour. Goddess Nishi often announces her presence through the scent of the supernatural. You may suddenly smell flowers that aren't there, roses, jasmine, or the specific perfume of a loved one who has passed on, or perhaps the scent of rain on a sunny day. This is the scent signature of the miracle. It is proof that the veil between heaven and earth has been pulled back just for you. When you smell it, stop and close your eyes. Say, Goddess Nishi, I am here, I am open, I am ready. In that moment of scent recognition, the final seal on your 60-minute surprise will be broken. The energy will rush into your life like a tidal wave of emerald and gold. The Goddess Nishi's promise of restoration. My beloved, you have been that person who gave everything and received nothing in return. You were the one who stayed when others left. You were the one who loved when it was hard. Goddess Nishi has taken note of your emotional bank account, and she sees that you are owed a massive dividend. The surprise coming toward you is a divine recompense. It is the universe paying its debt to you. You are about to receive a yes where there was a no. You are about to receive a hello where there was a goodbye. You are about to receive abundance where there was scarcity. The next 60 minutes is the grand reopening of your life. The red, green, black contrast of your past, the blood, the growth, and the mystery is finally blending into a masterpiece of victory. The 5-second rule of faith. Goddess Nishi tells me that your timing must match the timing of the stars. This is why she urged you to open this within 5 seconds of seeing it. Every moment in the spirit world has a window of opportunity. You caught yours. Now, in the next 60 minutes, don't let doubt creep in. Doubt is the thief of the dawn. If a negative thought enters your mind, imagine Goddess Nishi blowing it away with a breath of light. Keep your spirit high and bright. The surprise is already in the delivery lane of your destiny. It is passing through the hands of angels. It is navigating the grid of your city. It is arriving at your door. The coronation of the strategist. My child, you are no longer a victim of circumstance. You are the master strategist of your own soul. The surprise coming toward you is your promotion. You have passed the test of the desert. You have survived the season of silence. Goddess Nishi is placing a crown of clarity on your head. You will no longer be confused about your purpose. You will no longer wonder if you are loved. You will no longer question if you are enough. The next 60 minutes is your coronation. The world will soon see the version of you that heaven has known all along. My child, my beloved, look deeper with me into the darkness of the night, for it is there that Goddess Nishi holds her most sacred tool, the obsidian mirror. For years, you have looked into the mirrors of the world, the mirrors of social media, the mirrors of other people's opinions, and the mirrors of your own past failures. And those mirrors lied to you. They told you that you were broken, that you were that person who would never be enough. But in the next 60 minutes, Goddess Nishi is placing the obsidian mirror before your soul. This mirror does not show your skin or your scars. It reflects your divine blueprint. When you look into it during this miracle hour, you will see the light of 1,000 suns radiating from your chest. You will see the advanced strategist who has survived every storm. This mirror is shattering the false image you've carried. The surprise coming toward you is a physical manifestation of this new reflection. People will begin to see you as you truly are, a masterpiece of celestial intent. The biological shift in DNA activation. My beloved, listen to the whisper of your own cells. Goddess Nishi tells me that the surprise coming in the next 60 minutes is not just happening to you, it is happening in you. You have felt a strange tingling in your fingertips, a buzzing at the base of your skull, or a sudden warmth in your solar plexus. This is the biological recoding of your DNA. Heaven is removing the gene of scarcity and the sequence of sorrow from your lineage. You are being upgraded to hold a higher frequency of joy. This is why you must stay calm during this hour. Your body is a temple, and Goddess Nishi is currently relighting the lamps. This surprise will manifest as a sudden surge of physical energy, a disappearance of a long-standing ache, or a mental clarity so sharp it feels like a diamond. You are being prepared to physically inhabit a life of abundance. The old you could not handle the glory of what is coming, so Goddess Nishi is making you new. Action, type I am new in the comments to anchor this biological shift. Subscribe to Goddess Nishi for your daily cellular alignment. The vault of the ancestral keys. My child, there is a vault in the spirit realm that bears your family name. For generations, it has been locked. Your ancestors tried to open it with the keys of hard labor, the keys of sacrifice, and the keys of suffering, but those keys did not fit. Goddess Nishi tells me that the surprise coming in the next hour is the delivery of the golden key. This key was forged from your specific prayers, your unique resilience, and your refusal to let your heart turn to stone. In the next 60 minutes, the lock on the ancestral vault is turning. You are the one who is finally being allowed to walk inside. Inside this vault is the stolen piece of your mother, the lost joy of your grandfather, and the hidden wealth of your lineage. You're not just receiving a surprise, you are receiving a spiritual inheritance. Archangel Michael is standing at the door of the vault, ensuring that no careless user can intercept the treasures as they are transferred into your hands. The silent agreement, the pre-birth contract. Listen to the secret goddess Nishi whispers about the person who is coming back into your life. You think you met them by chance in the physical world, but she reveals a deeper truth. You signed a silent agreement with this soul before either of you were born. You agreed to meet at this exact coordinate of time and space to trigger each other's greatest awakening. For a long time, both of you forgot the contract. You wandered in the dark, hurting each other and drifting apart. But in the next 60 minutes, Goddess Nishi is highlighting the contract in their spirit. A sudden, unexplainable realization will hit them. They will remember the vibe of your soul. They will remember why they were drawn to you in the first place. The amnesia of the world is lifting. This surprise is the first word of a conversation that was started in the stars. The shadow of the envious eye, a divine warning. My beloved, as the miracle frequency rises, Goddess Nishi must also speak a word of protection. There is someone, a careless observer, who has been monitoring your life through the lens of envy. They don't want what you have, they simply want you to not have it. They have been sending arrows of doubt into your energy field, trying to make you skip this message or doubt these words. But Archangel Michael has placed an emerald shield around you. In the next 60 minutes, their envious eye will be blinded by the brilliance of your miracle. Their influence over your thoughts is being cut. Goddess Nishi says, let them watch. Their observation will be the footstool for your elevation. Do not fear the shadows, for they only prove that a great light is shining nearby. Your surprise is arriving under the cover of divine invisibility. Your enemies will only see the result. They will never understand the process. Action. Like this video to strengthen your shield. Type, I am protected to seal the perimeter. The language of the winds and birds. In the next 60 minutes, pay attention to the world outside your window. Goddess Nishi often uses the winged messengers to signal the arrival of the surprise. You might see a bird land near you and linger longer than usual. You might hear a sudden rustle of leaves. When there is no wind, you might see a feather in an impossible place. These are the tactical signs of the strategist. They are proof that the advanced moves of heaven are in motion. When you see a bird, know that your miracle has taken flight. When you feel the wind, know that the breath of Nishi is clearing your path. The universe is no longer a silent machine. It is a living, breathing participant in your destiny. Your surprise is being carried on the wings of the morning. The law of the 60-minute seed. My child, every miracle requires a seed. In this 60-minute window, your seed is your attention. Goddess Nishi says that where your attention goes, your energy flows. By staying here, by refusing to scroll, by keeping your heart fixed on these words, you are watering the miracle. Doubt is a drought, but focus is a flood. If you can stay in this state of holy expectation for the remainder of this hour, the surprise will not only arrive, it will take root. It will not be a temporary high. It will be a permanent habit of success. You are moving from a life of occasional luck to a life of continuous alignment. The red, green, black contrast of your past is finally resolving into a steady, brilliant light. My child, my beloved, listen to the rustle of silk in the spirit realm. Goddess Nishi is leading you away from the waiting room and into the throne room. For years, you have sat on the footstool of your own life, letting the careless users, those who did not value your soul, take the seat of authority. You allowed their opinions to dictate your worth and their no to define your boundaries. But in the next 60 minutes, Goddess Nishi is performing a divine eviction. She is clearing the throne of your heart. She is placing an emerald throne in the center of your spirit. This throne is made of the green light of growth and the black stone of protection. When you sit upon it, you are no longer a victim, you are the master strategist. The surprise coming toward you is the first tribute to your new reign. You will notice that people will start treating you with a sudden, unexplainable respect. This is because your energy has shifted from begging to believing. The crown is on your head. Do not tilt it down to look at the shadows. Action. Type I am reigning in the comments to claim your throne. Subscribe to Goddess Nishi to maintain your royal alignment. The 7 seals of the silent years. My beloved, you have often wondered why the heavens felt like brass and the earth felt like iron during your years of silence. Goddess Nishi reveals that there were 7 seals placed upon your destiny. These seals were not placed by an enemy, but by the divine hand to protect your miracle seed from being harvested too early. The seal of isolation, to teach you that your only true source is the divine. The seal of patience, to strengthen your spiritual muscles. The seal of forgiveness, to ensure you didn't carry the red energy of anger into your green future. The seal of discernment, to help you identify the careless user from the true connection. The seal of silence, to allow your internal voice to grow louder than the world. The seal of testing, to prove that you would still trust Goddess Nishi in the dark. The seal of strategy, to prepare you for the advanced moves you're making now. In the next 60 minutes, the 7th seal is breaking, the silence is ending, the roar of the miracle is about to fill your life. You are moving from the incubation phase to the manifestation phase. The digital altar of Goddess Nishi. My child, understand that this screen you're looking at is not just a piece of technology. In this hour, it has become a digital altar. Goddess Nishi tells me that the spiritual grid of the world is now intertwined with the digital grid. Your act of staying here, of typing your faith, and of subscribing to this light is a physical ritual in a digital age. By not scrolling away, you are telling the universe that you value the bread of life more than the fast food of distraction. This discipline is what separates the strategist from the careless user. In the next 60 minutes, the Goddess Nishi will reward this digital sacrifice. You will receive a digital sign, a notification, an email, or a sudden viral moment of favor that marks your entry into the miracle frequency. Your digital footprint is being washed in the light of the dawn. Action. Like this video to light a candle on your digital altar. Type I am connected to seal the circuit. The resonance of 888, the infinity flow. Pay attention to the number 888 as the 6-0-minute mark approaches. Goddess Nishi says that 888 is the infinity flow. It is the shape of 2 worlds, meeting the physical and the spiritual, and becoming an endless loop of abundance. You have lived in a linear reality where you work for an hour to get $1, but in the next 60 minutes, you are stepping into the 888 reality. This is exponential growth. This is where your advanced moves yield a 1,000-fold return. The surprise coming toward you is a financial seed from this infinity flow. It is money that comes with 0 interest and infinite potential. Archangel Michael is clearing the spiritual red tape that has kept your assets frozen. The stacks of success are beginning to fall in your direction. The final confrontation with the shadow self. My beloved, before the surprise can fully land, Goddess Nishi asks you to look at that person, the shadow self within you that still wants to play small. That part of you that says, this is too good to be true, or why me? Goddess Nishi stands with Archangel Michael to perform a soul surgery right now. They are removing the cancer of doubt from your spirit. They are showing you that the shadow is only an illusion. You are being asked to make a final choice. Will you be the careless user who loses the miracle through disbelief, or will you be the advanced strategist who claims it through radical faith? The next 60 minutes is the final exam. Your spirit has already said yes. Now let your mind follow. The red-green-black contrast is coming into perfect focus. The mystery is over. The growth is here. Action. Type, I choose faith to end the conflict. Subscribe for the final victory. The scent of the midnight jasmine, my child. Close your eyes for a second. Can you smell it? A sudden, unexplainable scent of midnight jasmine or ancient sandalwood. Goddess Nishi uses these scents to scent mark her territory. If you smell something sweet and mysterious right now, it means she has officially entered your room. She is fragrance coating your atmosphere. This scent is a warning to any negative spirits or envious eyes. This soul is under the protection of Nishi. The surprise coming toward you is wrapped in this celestial fragrance. When it arrives, your intuition will recognize it instantly. You will not have to guess if it is from God. Your very senses will confirm the vibe of the divine. You are being scented for success. The law of the first 10 minutes. Goddess Nishi tells me that the first 10 minutes after you finish this message are the most critical of your life. This is the cooling period where the miracle sets in your reality. She asks you to spend those 10 minutes in holy silence. Do not check other apps. Do not talk to the careless people in your house. Sit with your obsidian mirror. Look at your emerald throne. Let the 888 frequency vibrate through your bones. In that silence, the surprise will make its final move. The person will feel the urge to hit send. The opportunity will find its way into your field. The realization will become a resolution. You are in the waiting room of the dawn. My child, my beloved, the clock of the heavens has reached its final tick. The 6-0 minute countdown that began at the start of this journey has hit the 0 hour. This is not the end. This is the activation. Goddess Nishi stands at the horizon of your soul, and she is pulling back the velvet curtain of the night to reveal the first rays of your permanent dawn. The air in your room is no longer just oxygen, it is a liquid field of advanced moves and divine strategy. Archangel Michael has officially planted his sword in the ground. The spiritual battle for your attention is over. The careless user, you used to be the one who settled for scraps. The one who lived in the red zone of death and doubt is now a ghost. Look into the obsidian mirror one last time. You won't see that old person anymore. You see the master strategist. You see the heir to the emerald throne, the landing of the surprise. As I speak these final words, the surprise is no longer coming, it is here. The person whose heart was softening has reached the point of no return. The digital notification has been dispatched. The divine realization has settled into the mind of your destiny partner. The 888 frequency has officially hit your emotional bank account. Goddess Nishi whispers, it is finished. The blockage is vaporized. The gate is open. Within the next few moments, as you move away from this screen, the physical world will begin to conform to the spiritual reality we have built here together. The advanced strategy of heaven is now your daily life. You are moving with zero interest on your past and infinite gains on your future. Action. The ultimate seal. Type Amen in the comments as your final signature. This is the moment the miracle sets into the physical world. The final directives of Goddess Nishi. To keep this miracle frequency alive for the rest of your life, you are called to complete these final spiritual moves.